And this is the condition the rose tree, lays down for the nightingale. It says, if you want a red rose, you must build it out of music by moonlight and stain it with your own heart's blood. You must sing to me with your breast against a thorn. All night long you must sing to me, and the thorn must pierce your heart, and your life blood must flow into my veins and become mine. So, this is the condition the rose tree has, that in order for the rose tree to come back to life, the nightingale has to sing all night for the rose tree, and not just sing, but with a thorn of the rose tree pierced into its body so that blood flows from the nightingale's body into the rose tree to warm it up and to bring it back to life. And this is an unusual condition. It literally says that you give me your blood and I will give you a flower. But look at what the nightingale has to respond. How the nightingale responds is, oh, death is a great price to pay for a red, red rose, cried the nightingale, and life is very dear to all. So it says, yes, I know life is very dear to all, and death is a very big price. So instantly, the nightingale cannot come to terms with the idea that it has to risk its life for a red rose. And then it keeps thinking to itself if there's any other way to get the rose. But finally, when it looks at the boy again and looks at the boy and his sad face, and the boy mumbling to himself, the student again is talking to himself and he's languishing, like the fuming and the fretting lover. I wish I could do something. I wish I had a red rose. And the nightingale thinks to itself, no, how can I be so selfish? I need to give this boy what he needs. And the nightingale tells the boy, be happy, be happy. You shall have your red rose. I will build it out of music by moonlight and stain it with my own heart's blood. So the nightingale says something, and the boy looks up at the nightingale. And obviously, the nightingale is speaking in its nightingale tone. So the boy doesn't understand, the student doesn't understand, and he just goes back to his room. But the oak tree understands, and he's very sad because he does not want the nightingale to go away. The nightingale is very dear to the oak tree, but the nightingale has made up its mind. And when night sets in, you know, it starts singing, and it starts singing with the same condition. It follows the condition laid down by the rose tree. You can see over here that the the thorn of the rose tree is pricking into the nightingale, and the nightingale is singing. And as the moon comes up, the nightingale starts singing beautifully. And as the night grows, the nightingale keeps singing song after song, song after song. And then it keeps saying, how much longer, rose tree? And the rose tree says, yes, a little longer, a little more blood, I'm just coming back to life. I'm just warming up. And the nightingale keeps going, and the nightingale gets very tired. It is very exhausted with all the effort and all the blood that is going out of its body. It is very weak and very, uh, there's no more energy or life left. And the rose tree says, I'm almost done. Sing louder and let your blood rush faster in my veins, rose tree, because the sun is about to come up. And if you want a red rose, you have to let my thorn prick right into your heart. And the nightingale just thrusts the thorn right into its heart, and oh, the searing pain. There's a gush of blood, and the nightingale falls dead, and a rose blooms on the tree.